Hey everyone, welcome back to OC Avery, where today we are in Sherwood Forest looking for some wild native finches, native British birds, and that's all sorts today. That's not just finches, that's tit species, that's waterfowl species, that's pretty much anything. So obviously our birds are doing very little at the moment in captivity. They're molting and very boring at this moment, so I thought we'd come out here today and see what we can find. So what birds are we expecting to see today? Well, I'm not quite sure. We're in a woodland, as you can see, so I expect a lot of woodland birds, so a lot of finches, tit species, of course things like nuthatches, maybe woodpeckers, things like that. But there's also some areas of water, so small ponds, and there's a big lake, so we could get in ducks, waterfowl, possibly even things like herons, maybe a kingfisher if we're lucky. So it's all going to be in today's video, so let me know what you think. So we've made it to the first hide of today, and the weather seems to have took a turn from it being really quite rainy and wet on our way here to suddenly it's nice and sunny, which is always nice for bringing out birds. So we've seen a few different species, as some were in the rain and some were in the sun, and it was bringing different species about, which was quite interesting. So in the rain, we had an awful lot of European greenies on the feeders. I can't believe how small they are, by the way, especially compared to our captive specimens. We've had chaffinches, mostly all females, the odd male has been showing. We had a jay come out as soon as the sun came out as well. A couple of wood pigeons and the usual things like coal tits, great tits, blue tits and things like that. And also there's been a couple of other things that have been flitting about, like some nuthatches and a great spotted woodpecker, which is always fantastic to see. And also some of the furry friends joined us. So we had a couple of squirrels come up and try and pick up some seed, but can't get up to the feeders. A couple of rabbits have been bobbing about, and sadly a couple of rats as well have been at the bottom of the feeders picking up the scrap seeds. So we've seen all sorts so far. Just as I've left the first hide, I've just looked down in the water behind us. I don't think you'll be able to see it on this camera, but a juvenile heron has just flown down, landed in, and it's currently stalking its prey. So absolutely brilliant to see. So now we're at the second hide of the day, and this particular hide has a glass window which has a one-way glass through it, which is really useful because you can get the feeders that are there right next to the glass and get really close to the birds without them seeing you. Now I've just found another set of feeders here at Sherwood Forest, actually at a heather and moorland regeneration project. I think it's called the Heathland or something like that. Anyway, there's a couple of feeders behind me, so I've set up the camera and tripod, and let's see what comes and visits them. So I've also just come out on one of the many lakes here at Sherwood Forest, and I can't believe it, I've just managed to photograph a kingfisher. Now, it didn't stay still long, so this is the only photo I've got of it, but I've seen a kingfisher and somehow managed to get a photo of it. But anyway, that is the end of today's bird watching trip. So if you have enjoyed today's video and you'd like to see more from OC Avery of all of our captive birds and the occasional wild ones which we'll go and see from time to time like today, then make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any more future content. And if you've enjoyed it as well, do smash a like on it, that would be very much appreciated. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.